Buenos días a todos. Un buen felicitación de alegría con todo con ustedes. I am Gloria Carpio, PSDS of Ayala District and Head of Quadrant 1.1. We are all very lucky to have this orientation on the guidelines of the implementation of the results-based performance management system. From the Office of the Undersecretary for Planning, Human Resource and Organizational Development, signed by Undersecretary Jesus Mateo of the Department of Education. Due to COVID-19 situation, some modifications have been adjusted in the implementation of the RPMS for school year 2020-2021. The previous speakers have already discussed with you. Number 1, the rationale of the guidelines. Number 2, context and definition of terms. Number 3, RPMS cycle. Number 4, PPST indicators priority. And number 5, MOVs for proficient teachers. The PPST priority indicators and means of verifications for the highly proficient teachers are for master teachers. This will guide them on how they could be able to achieve and comply the different outputs that would serve as their means of verification. There are 11 priority indicators from the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers chosen as RPMS objectives for this school year. These priority indicators were selected based on being more responsive and appropriate to the current context of the teachers, learners, and the learning environment. There are 7 classroom observable objectives for the both proficient and highly proficient teachers. Objectives 1, 5, and 7 require means of verification from a classroom observation. Only 2 observations are required for the entire school year. Objectives 2, 3, and 4 require supplementary materials as MOV, while Objective 6 requires evidence that show feedbacks to learners. Only 2 MOVs that show evidence of each objective are required for the entire school year. Non-classroom observable objectives. There are 4 non-classroom observable objectives for both proficient and highly proficient teachers. The performance indicators are identified for quality in Objective 8 and quality and efficiency in Objectives 9 to 11. Plus factor is Objective 12. May I present to you the first 7 objectives and means of verification per indicator for the highly proficient teachers for RPMS school year 2020-2021. RPMS objectives based on the PPST priority indicator. Number 1, modeled effective applications of content knowledge within and across curriculum teaching areas. The means of verification for Objective 1 is Classroom Observation Tool Rating Sheet with Proof of Attendance of Colleagues. Number 2, Classroom Observation Tool Rating Sheet with Proof of Attendance of Colleagues. Number 3, developed and applied effective teaching strategies to promote critical and creative thinking, as well as other high-order thinking skills. Number 4, exhibited a learner-centered culture that promotes success by using effective teaching strategies that respond to their linguistic, cultural, socioeconomic, and religious backgrounds. Means of verification for Objectives 2, 3, and 4. Any supplementary material in print or digital format made by the ratee and used in the lesson delivery with performance monitoring and coaching form to show proof of coaching and mentoring colleagues. Activity sheets, 1 lesson from a locally crafted self-learning module, lesson plan, for example, DLP, DLL, WHLP, WLP, WLL, lesson exemplars, and the likes. Video lesson, audio lesson, for other learning materials in print, digital format. Please specify and provide annotations. Number 5. Evaluated with colleagues teaching strategies that are responsive to the special educational needs of learners in difficult circumstances, including geographic isolation, chronic illness, displacement due to armed conflict, urban resettlement or disasters, child abuse, and child labor practices. Means of verification for Objective 5. COT rating sheet with proof of attendance of colleagues. Number 6, use effective strategies for providing timely, accurate, and constructive feedback to encourage learners to reflect on and improve their own learning. Means of verification for Objective 6. Evidence that highlights providing accurate and constructive feedback to improve learner performance, and that shows timeliness of feedback given to any of the following: activity sheet, performance task, portfolio, quiz or test, self-learning module, and performance monitoring and coaching form to show proof of coaching and mentoring colleagues. Number 7. Advise and guided colleagues in the selection, organization, development, and use of appropriate teaching and learning resources, including ICT, to address specific learning goals. Means of verification for Objective 7. COT rating sheet with proof of attendance of colleagues. Again, this is your fellow educator, Gloria Carpio, saying, muchas gracias. Let's join hands together and strongly say, no hay cosas imposible, cree, junto, puede.